The following is a production of Fenix Media. The views expressed do not necessarily represent those of the company or its advertisers and may contain language that's unsuitable for younger listeners.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
I'm about to do to you what Limp Bizkit did to music in the late 90s.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Here goes the last DJ.
Gentlemen, I wash my hands of this weirdness.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another brand new episode of the Kristian Fenix Radio Show. It is Tuesday, July 20th. We are your daily dose of laughs and levity in a crazy, crazy world. I'm joined by my co-host, the Savage One, Mr. Tony Spark. Tony, how you doing this morning?
Hey, doing great, man. Great to be back on a fresh, brand new episode after about a little over a week off. So,
yeah.
It's been good to get the little extra sleep, especially with the late overnight shifts. It's been a rough, long night of long nights, and it's just kind of hard to get a good sleep schedule coming. So.
Yeah, and then last week, I took my boys down to Monterey. We went to the aquarium, the wharf, whale watching, all sorts of fun stuff like that. So we decided to take the week off, gave it a little extra day yesterday, but we are back with a brand new episode today, and excited to be back. I'm sure you are as well, Tone.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a fresh new episode. It's good to get back into it, and here we go, man. Look forward to another fun one.
Exactly. Well, let's go ahead and kick things off the way we do each and every day with a question for my co-host. Tony, are you ever worried that robots will take over your job?
No, not at Costco. I mean, you kind of see a lot of stuff like the self-checkout and stuff, but you always need the real people. So no, I'm not worried about it at my particular job. So,
and for you, it's management, so it's dealing with people anyway. Not something necessarily a robot could take over unless it was super advanced.
Right.
So, well, all that goes to say that workers who are concerned that robots might soon take their jobs can rest easy for now. Humanoid robot Pepper, made by Japanese company SoftBank Group Corp., has been sacked from at least a half dozen jobs. Production of the artificially intelligent robot, introduced in 2014, paused for a while last month due to low demand. The company announced that it would only start making the robot again when it is needed, it said. According to Reuters, only 27,000 units were ever made. Scottish grocery chain Margiotta installed a Pepper in their flagship Edinburgh store, but it turned out to be not very helpful, advising customers to look in the alcohol section when they were asked for things. We thought a robot was a great addition to show the customers that we are always wanting to do something new and exciting, Elena Margiotta said, but it didn't work out that way. The robot lasted a few months before getting the sack. Pepper wasn't without its fans, though. One staff member reportedly cried when they had to pack the robot back in its box. Funeral company Nisei Eco Co. bought one of the $1,500 robots to read out appropriate scriptures during services. Unfortunately, Pepper repeatedly failed to perform during practice runs. What if it refused to operate in the middle of a ceremony? Manager Osama Funaki said to the Washington Post, "It would be such a disaster." A Japanese nursing home company also purchased 3 Pepper androids, hoping they would keep residents company and lead group sing songs. At first, the nursing home residents were delighted to meet their new robotic carer, but the novelty soon wore off. Masataka Lida, an executive at the home's parent company Itokai, said that the robot also took unplanned breaks at work. After 3 years, Pepper got the push. The SoftBank Hawks, a professional baseball team belonging to Pepper's manufacturers, took delivery of 100 robot cheerleaders to entertain crowds during their games, but the sight of the masked androids wasn't as much fun as supporters expected. It reminded me of a military parade in North Korea or China, baseball fan Hirofumi Miyato said. He added that it felt creepy. SoftBank spokeswoman Ai Kitamura said Pepper is doing good work in schools and hospitals. Robotics expert Professor Noel Sharkey told the BBC he would be happy to see the back of Pepper. I guess apparently that's how you access Pepper's internal workings. But yeah, it sounds like there's no fear of robots taking over quite yet. Of course, fast food restaurants are installing kiosks that kind of take the place of cashiers. But as far as robots who are artificially intelligent, trying to do the work of humans, we're a little ways off from that still.
Yeah, we're not quite to Bender,
Yeah.
That's my shiny metal ass.
Honestly, I kind of wish we were at Bender, because that would be hilarious to have a
Just
Bender
randomly
bending
say that.
Rodriguez around,
Yeah, that would be it. Well, he's funny. So.
Let's go already.
But needless to say, luckily with this broadcast, the radio thing, you and I are around for a little while. That won't change, and you get our unique brand of humor a little bit longer before the Skynet takes over and T-800s are roaming the streets.
Exactly. You got a little bit before all that.
Well, folks, it is Tuesday, and we've got a wonderful show lined up for you today. Let's talk about today's show, shall we?
This is Taco Tuesday.
Ooh, tacos sound good. Being that it's Tuesday, we have Animal Tales. We have a segment called Ruined in One Word, and then we round out the day with This Day in History. Folks, do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Behold my precious. Ooh, yeah, let me tell you something right here. It's the Loot Crate subscription box, yeah, full of exclusive loot, fun surprises delivered to your door every month.
Just pick up your favorite geeky genre, Daddy.
From the original Loot Crate, the Loot Crate DX collectible boxes, dude. Cowabunga! Ooh, the Loot Gaming video game box. Woohoo! Yee-hoo! Wowzers! With kits starting as low as $11.99 per month, there's a box just about for all collectors.
To get your geek on, head over to phoenixmedia.us/Loot Crate and claim your exclusive offer. That's FENIX media.us/Loot Crate. Great Scott!
Snap into a Loot Crate, dig it?
I spend a lot of time in the backyard, and I'm the center of attention at summer barbecues. In '96, I made some of the tastiest s'mores. And in '09, it was me, your backyard fire pit, that accidentally started a wildfire when a summer breeze carried one of my embers into some dry brush.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Hope you enjoyed your meal. And I just want to say, he's lucky to have a brother like you.
Lucky? Caring for my brother is far from easy. But he's a part of me, like my arms and legs, so I'll be his. No time for tired. Nothing can disable this love. He needs me, but I'm the lucky one, even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community. Support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
What if I told you that a tornado was going to happen tomorrow, right where you live? That it would touch down at exactly 3:17 p.m., and I told you the exact path it would take. You would, of course, prepare. You would talk with your loved ones, and you'd make a plan today. It's true, I can't tell you a tornado will strike tomorrow, but shouldn't you have a plan anyway? Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. You can make a difference by dropping off a hot meal and saying a quick hello. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Fenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at phoenixmedia.us. Get everything you need for the Kristian Fenix radio show over at phoenixmedia.us or on Facebook at facebook.com/Fenix Media Radio. Now back to the show. And we are back, folks. This is the Kristian Fenix radio show. We've got a little thing we talk about each episode. It is the Fenix Line, our 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week voicemail line, giving you guys, the listeners and watchers, an opportunity to chime in on anything whatsoever. Maybe your job was taken over by robots, or you have a fear that your job will be taken over by robots. Maybe your lives will be taken over by robots. Give us a call at 855-FENIX-RADIO. That's 855-FENIX-RDO or 855-336-4973. All we ask is that you keep it entertaining. We'll compile those together, put them out in a future show. Now, being that it's Tuesday, we like to look at fun animals and the fun things they do with a segment I like to call Animal Tales.
Dogs and the cats, they take up the middle where the honeybee hums and the cricket fiddles, the donkey brays and the pony neighs, the old great badger sighs.
Listen to the bass, it's a one on the bottom where the bullfrog croaks and the hippopotamus moans and groans with a big to-do, and the old cow just goes moo.
The cow. I gotta see if I can find one of those old, like, speak and say sound clips. It brings back memories.
It does, right? The cow says moo.
You know, the funny thing is, we realized on our road trip the other day that there are a number of animals that nobody has any idea what they sound like. So, you know, the giraffe goes, what does a giraffe sound like? Who knows? You know.
Yeah, yeah, don't know.
In any case, let's go ahead and kick off with our first story here in Animal Tales. A young border collie had only begun his sheepdog training, but to prove he knew how to herd, the overachiever led an entire flock of sheep right into his family's home. Rosalind Edwards was working in the kitchen of her family's farmhouse when she started hearing strange noises. When she turned to investigate, she found Rocky, the family's 7-month-old border collie, had proudly herded the entire flock of sheep into the house. Apparently, when Edwards' husband and son had gone out into the field, they had left the gate open, so the sheepdog in training took it upon himself to herd the flock and usher them indoors. I thought it was funny at the time, but then there was quite a lot of wee, poo, and mud everywhere. It took me a little while to clean it all up, she told the Telegraph. The family eventually ushered the sheep, all 9 of them, back outside via the front porch and began the long and tedious cleanup process. Rocky, she said, was quite pleased with himself, but will clearly need some more training. He brought new meaning to bringing the sheep home, she said, and I will post this on our Facebook page for you guys to check out, but there is a video of the sheep in the home, and it is quite hilarious, actually. But, you know, an overachiever dog that's doing his job well, much better than a dog who isn't doing his job. So
this is very true.
Yep. And actually, it's a fitting soundbite for our next transition to our next story.
Wow. I thought it was going to be wow.
That could almost be a animal sound. Well, 3 Indian farmers in the western state of Gujarat, this is obviously in India, Gujarat, have been arrested for selling illegal alcohol after their own buffaloes got drunk on the hooch. One of the men called a local vet after the buffaloes started to act strangely and their mouths started frothing, local police told Dilip Baldev. Boy, some of these words are hard. The vet then inspected the water trough that the animals had been drinking from and observed a strange smell and found the water to be colored. This, it turned out, was because the men had hidden bottles of moonshine in the trough and some of them had broken, contaminating the water. The vet then informed the police, who raided the farm on Monday and recovered 100 bottles of alcohol worth 32,000 rupees, about $360.
Rupees? Is it the Legend of Zelda?
Apparently it is. The 3 farmers were arrested in Gujarat, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's home state. Making, buying, selling, or transporting alcohol is outlawed, punishable by hefty fines and even prison sentences. So a couple drunk buffaloes gave away their owner's supply of hooch. I wonder if they, made poor decisions in drunk dialing, drunk texts, or it was just a matter of, just acting strangely, falling down, whatever it might be.
That's something, right?
Exactly.
What, rupees? I just thinking of Legend of Zelda now.
Apparently, Legend of Zelda takes place in India, I guess.
There
Well, let's
you go.
move on with our next story.
Rupees!
Here in Animal Tales. Chewbacca's an animal, right?
Yeah, I would say sure, right?
Well, it was just one of those days for a wily raccoon. Boy, should bring back the tongue twisters. A wily raccoon. On Wednesday, the city of Dalton Fire Department in Georgia posted a photo of a firefighter holding what appears to be an embarrassed raccoon. The reason for his reaction? A little breaking and entering incident he needed help escaping from. You never know what the day is going to hold when you show up for your shift as a firefighter, the post read. Sure, there may be the occasional cat needing to be rescued from a tree, but a raccoon? That's a new one. According to the post, officials were called to help the wild animal out of a home in Dalton after the creature seemingly made its way inside, presumably looking for food. As you can tell, he was pretty embarrassed about it, but it's really nothing to be ashamed of, the post continued. We all need a helping hand every now and then. After capturing the critter and taking the hilarious photo, firefighters were able to release the raccoon safely back into the wild. Hopefully, the post read, he'll be less adventurous in his search for snacks from now on. And there's a cute picture of the firefighter holding the raccoon. He's got his hand covering his face out of what looks like shame. And, his cousin Rocket may be a little worried about this now.
It might be just a little bit,
But, and again, I'm going to post these on our Facebook page for you guys to check out. Just an adorable picture, but, that's the way it goes. Finally, here in Animal Tales, we've got one last story for you.
Wow. Wow.
I figured I'd play that one for you, Tone.
I like that one. It's one of my favorite ones. Wow.
This story is specifically for our friends, the Yandras. Well, Disney's Animal Kingdom welcomes two adorable new additions, a baby gorilla and baby hippo.
I was hoping it was turtles.
I like turtles.
Talk about double the cuteness. This week, staff at Walt Disney World's Animal Kingdom in Lake Buena Vista, Florida, announced the arrival of two new additions, a Nile hippopotamus calf born on July 12th and a Western lowland gorilla following on July 13th. Both newborns are healthy and under the supervision of Disney's animal care team, according to a representative for the park. A blog post by veterinarian Scott Terrell, director of animal and science operations at Walt Disney Parks and Resorts, reports that gorilla mom Azizi welcomed her infant backstage and soon after introduced the baby to the family troupe. She and the newborn's father, Gino, also have a male named Corey, born in 2014.
Wow.
Tuma is the proud new mama of the hippopotamus calf born in the Safi River on Kilimanjaro safaris. That little one joins 9 family members, including Dad Henry, and is nuzzling with Mom and moving through the water like a pro, Terrell reports. According to Terrell, both sets of new parents were paired, through the species survival plan, program overseen by the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, he writes. The plan ensures responsible breeding of vulnerable or critically endangered species, including Nile hippopotamuses. Is that the proper... I thought it was hippopotami, but Nile hippopotamuses,
right?
And Western lowland gorillas to help create healthy, genetically diverse populations for years to come. While both babies are busy nursing and bonding with their mothers, Terrell says they are available to see in their habitats as well. In the coming weeks, Animal Kingdom staff will share more information on the little ones, including their sexes and weights. So, nice little story coming out of Disney's Animal Kingdom. Nice to see that they are, being responsible about their breeding practices. And I would assume that, compared to some of the zoos around the country, that they take probably more care, they allow more space, and they really do things right there.
Right. Well, especially out there, you would think they have the best of the best, considering it's Disney, so.
Right. They can certainly pay up for whoever they need, but, just based on this report, I think they're doing it the right way.
Right. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, that does it for Animal Tales. When we come back, we've got a segment called Ruined in One Word, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Okay, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. So mommy's gonna teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. Socks going first, then shoes, right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops, the rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting's hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable. But how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
We are live outside the home of Joe and Rosie Goddard, where a pretty big tickle fight broke out just minutes ago. Sources say their father instigated the laughter. Let's go inside for a comment. Apparently, they have no comment. Dads, let this be a reminder that it only takes a moment to make a moment. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
How's it going?
I'm having a stroke.
Are you going to shake my hand?
I'm having a stroke.
Wow, you're not even moving your arm.
I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Hello, Kubo. What have you got planned for today?
Come on, this way.
Adventure can be found anywhere, but the best place to start is in the forest.
It's the most powerful magic there is.
Head outside to discover incredible animals.
Wow.
And beautiful plants that come together to create an unforgettable adventure. So grab your loved ones and explore a world of possibilities. Visit discovertheforest.org to find the closest forest or park to you. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
My teacher said that we should have a plan in case of an emergency. Do we have one?
First thing I'm gonna do is grab a flashlight with dead batteries.
I'm going to start randomly throwing clothes in the bag. You two will be hiding in the closet and Dad won't be able to find you.
And that's when we both start crying.
Uncontrollably. Can you pass the cutlets?
Winging it is not an emergency plan. Make sure your kids know what to do during an emergency, who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Search Ready Kids at nyc.gov or call 311. Brought to you by the New York City Office of Emergency Management and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Fenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at phoenixmedia.us. Get everything you need for the Kristian Fenix Radio Show over at phoenixmedia.us or on Facebook at facebook.com/Fenix Media Radio. Now back to the show. Indeed. This is the Kristian Fenix Radio Show, and we are all over social media with many of you watching us as we speak on Facebook Live or YouTube Live. Now, if you want to enjoy this show or other great Fenix Media shows from the comfort of your own home or on the go, just download the ngbn.tv application on your smart TV or your mobile device. From there, you can get, again, this show, other Fenix Media shows as well. And if you want to get a hold of me on social, I'm available at facebook.com/Kristian Fenix Radio. That's Kristian with a K, Fenix with an F, Radio, of course, with an R, or on Instagram and Twitter at Fenix Media Radio. Tony's available at facebook.com/Tony Spark. That's SPARK 81. Or on Instagram at Tony.Sanfilippo81. Now, in the segment, found a list that was actually proposed by late night host Jimmy Fallon and said, take a movie title and add one word to change the meaning and tag it with add a word, ruin a movie. And so, Tony, we're going to be running down some movie names where one word has been added to ruin it, and kind of posit what that movie would look like versus what the movie actually was.
Okay.
You ready to get into it, Tone?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right. So this is our first selection here in Ruined in One Word.
Hold on to your butts.
From Twitter user Vishan Snow. The movie, Tax Return of the Jedi. Luke, I am your auditor. Could you imagine if the Empire was really the IRS?
Oh, that would be terrible.
But yeah.
You will not tax evade.
Just one little word ruins the whole thing. Let's move on with our next one here in Ruined in One Word.
Hold on to your butts.
This one, you could actually sort of argue that it was the plot of the second movie, but the movie name from Twitter user Anna Baker, Iron Deficient Man. Yeah, a little anemic, could use a little metal in that diet.
Yeah, and he's just a little bit. Wouldn't it be like, like from the third one? Isn't that the one where he had a lot of the issues?
Well, the second one was the one where, like, you know, the whatever was in his chest was.
Oh yeah, they was trying to kill him. Yeah, he
yeah.
kept turning purple. Yeah.
So it was kind of along those lines.
Iron Deficiency Man.
Let's keep moving on, talking Ruined in One Word.
Hold on to your butts.
Twitter user MissCusp7. Yeah, wouldn't be the same movie at all. Pillow Fight Club. What happens in Pillow Fight Club stays in Pillow Fight Club.
Yeah. You wouldn't get that ending scene, you know? It'd be more like a pillow fight.
Yeah, instead of buildings blowing up, it's just like puffs of feathers blowing out everywhere. And Tyler Durden wouldn't seem so nefarious if it was Pillow Fight Club.
I'm gonna hit you with my gel pillow. It's a purple pillow. It's got purple material. It's very soft when it hits you. It's a gel-like pact.
Meatloaf prefers the memory foam.
Yeah.
Let's keep
Why don't we
rolling.
just sleep on it?
Let's keep moving on with Ruined in One Word.
Hold on to your butts.
Not sure how this one will work out, but Twitter user Kansas Bradbury posits Zoom interview with a vampire. Would you even see them on the screen? Because they have no reflection, right?
Yeah. I'm here. Little Kristen, are you here? Little Kristen Dunst yet?
Lestat, can you hear me? Lestat.
Hello?
Lestat, you're on mute. Lestat. Let's keep moving on. Ruined in One Word.
Hold on to your butts.
Twitter user Sherry Gershenfeld. Boy, that's a mouthful. I kind of agree about this for the movie itself and, you know, in some cases, real life. Love Actually sucks.
Well, you know, I'm sure I never saw the movie, but Love Actually probably sucked already, so it's probably right on par.
You know, it was just sort of a formulaic rom-com that, you know, told the story of a bunch of different people. I've unfortunately seen it probably 3 or 4 times in its entirety.
Somebody in the household likes it.
Yeah. But, you know, you do get Rick Grimes holding up poster boards and professing his love through text. So there's that, I guess.
Coral!
Let's keep moving on. Ruined in One Word.
Hold on to your butts.
Talk about bad product placement. This one posited by Bad TKS. Guardians of the Samsung Galaxy.
I am Groot. That was for the last one. But yeah, wouldn't that be funny?
You know, and obviously they had a little product placement in that movie with like the Sony Walkman and, you know, some of the things that they referred back to in the, you know, the 80s, the time that Peter Quill was brought up. But Samsung Galaxy was not part of that. And I don't think Marvel is quite hurting for those advertising dollars.
No, definitely not.
Let's keep moving on. We are talking about movies that are ruined with just one word.
Hold on to your butts.
Twitter user Call Rue. Ooh, here's a bad one. And
Call Rue! Big friend!
Reminds me of
show.
Reminds me of your 7-Eleven experience. The movie, a series of unfortunate bathroom events.
No.
Yep.
Eat a taquito at a 7-Eleven, you'll be having many series of unfortunate events.
Yeah, just doesn't matter which end it's coming out from. It's unfortunate.
Did you know the human butthole could squirt lots of juice out of it all day long?
Gross.
Yeah. Hey, unfortunately, it's an event.
Well, and kind of a little nice segue to this next one here on Ruined in One Word.
Hold on to your butts.
Twitter user Ben Bruno. Another thing you don't want to experience in the bathroom. The movie that's ruined in that one word, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Kidney Stone.
Ouch, that hurts. Yeah. Hermione, it hurts! I think it's Voldemort. He's inside my gut!
That'd be a very different movie. Maybe that's what makes Voldemort just so angry, the fact that he has kidney stones.
Harry Potter!
Luckily, I have never had them. Hopefully, I'll never get them. But from what I understand, they're painful.
Yeah, my aunt's had them a couple times. She said painful.
Ouchie. Yeah, no.
I think for guys, don't you piss them out? Like they go through the pee hole?
Yep. Yeah. And obviously,
if you're a guy, you already know that area is sensitive AF. So,
and nobody knows for sure the comparison, but a lot of people say, "Oh, it's like the men's version of giving birth." I don't know. It still sounds painful though. So
yeah, it sounds. No, thank you. Would not sign up. Would not ride this ride ever.
No, and there's no reward at the end. So aside from a little bit of mild comfort. All right, let's keep moving on with Ruined in One Word.
Hold on to your butts.
Movies with one word added that make it quite different. Here's one I would pay to see in the theaters. Just came out, Jack Black Widow.
Oh, okay, that'd be cool. With the soundtrack from Tenacious D. His little videos that have been online anyways as superheroes is the Hulk, Thor, Captain America. Dude, Jack Black is hilarious. Would definitely see a spoof on that. That'd be funny. Could you imagine him with the red hair? Superhero pose. Like he's so over the top. I could see him doing it like with a black tight leotard with his belly sticking out. Like he could pull off like the fat gut just fine. Like getting up and truffle shuffling it.
Based on those prior videos, if he doesn't take the advantage of this, then he's missing out on a big opportunity for sure.
Yeah, because those videos were hilarious. So,
all right, let's keep moving on. Talking Ruined in One Word.
Hold on to your butts.
Here's one I'd like to see just for the novelty of it. Twitter user T.A. Mika. The movie Batman Begins scrapbooking. I need a plotter. I'm Batman.
I was trying to save memories, Alfred. The time when I threw the Joker off the building.
He wouldn't stay still for a good picture.
And then Bane broke my back. I don't know what else to do. Scrapbooking calms me down.
Oh, that would be funny. Somebody needs to go through and just make little spoofs of these. Maybe trailers.
Oh, good for you.
There you go, a little Christian Bale reference. So much fun. All right, let's keep moving on. Ruined in One Word.
Hold on to your butts.
Movie titles that have had one word added to it to make it slightly different and humorous, at least to us. Twitter user Dale Toulousa said the movie Purple Rain Man. Yeah, definitely Prince. I'm Prince in this movie, definitely.
Definitely. This is what it sounds like. Definitely when doves cry. Kmart. Kmart. Definitely Kmart. Josh Wapner.
I'm telling you, there's big opportunity there. All right, let's move on. Rolling down our list of movies.
Cry, definitely.
Hold on to your butt.
Twitter user Simon Van Morick. Here's one, Tony, that I'm sure you could picture. Ocean 7-Eleven.
Definitely 7-Eleven. Squirts. Hershey squirts. Definitely squirts.
They get the gymnast to pack into one of those little hot dog rollers, the taquito warmers, and
Yeah, I have nightmares. I never go back in, man. I actually have been to 7-Eleven since then. Just never bought food from them.
Not for their hot food items. I don't blame you.
No.
Yep. Nothing is ever free.
No, definitely.
Let's keep moving on. Ruined in One Word.
Hold on to your butt.
This one from Twitter user Kryptonian Codex. Again, very different movie. Would like to see Denzel Washington in this. Potty Training Day.
You gotta come along on a ride along. You're gonna make sure your diapers, it's on. You get it? You'll be crapping your pants by the end of the day. It's potty training day.
Hard R-rated potty training film.
Yeah. Sit your ass on the toilet seat.
He's teaching Ethan Hawke how to, not wear those Depends.
Yeah, this is how I put on my diaper right here. Like, so what I do is I get my Glock, I put it here, and then I tighten the huggies right there, right on the side. It's perfect. Perfect when you gotta take a piss. It's good.
Moving on. Boy, we got about 2 minutes left. Again, we're talking movies that are ruined in one word.
Hold on to your butts.
This from Twitter user Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon, is that his name?
Fallon?
Fallon, maybe?
Ow!
His entry, Spider-Man Far From Home Depot. You never want to be too far from a good 2x4 or a nice selection of Makita hand tools.
Home Depot. I got us some stuff. Peter, why is it sticky?
Boom. That's a whole different movie.
I was thinking from the spider webs. Sticky.
Oh, and then Tony, if you have it handy, you may want to get the Barney Stinson clip ready, because our next one and our last one here on Ruined in One Word.
Hold on to your butts.
Again, this one from Kryptonian Codex, the Da Vinci Bro Code.
It's gonna be legend. Wait for it. Dairy.
It's going to be legendary. Yeah, maybe that Tom Hanks toupee would have been slightly different if he had a bro to put him in check, but a very, very different movie, especially if Barney Stinson was headlining it.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, folks, that does it for this segment. When we come back, we're heading into the final segment of the day. You know what that means. It's time for This Day in History. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. You can make a difference by dropping off a hot meal and saying a quick hello. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool, and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Hope you enjoyed your meal. And I just want to say, he's lucky to have a brother like you.
Lucky? Caring for my brother is far from easy. But he's a part of me, like my arms and legs, so I'll be his. No time for tired. Nothing can disable this love. He needs me, but I'm the lucky one, even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community. Support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Allison is perfect. I mean, she'd never tell you that. She's humble and perfect. She likes everyone. She even likes her untidy roommate's weird guinea pig. Allison, wait, are you texting and driving? Allison, no. That's the exact opposite of what I was just saying about you. Why, Allison? Why? Texting and driving makes good people look bad. Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
I'm Paul George of the Indiana Pacers. When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke. So I want you to learn to spot a stroke fast. F-A-S-T. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. I'm Paul George. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
My name is Lola Silvestri, and I'm going to be 95 this year. I was very independent. I fell, and I had to have Meals on Wheels. America, let's do lunch.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org. This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Fenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at phoenixmedia.us. Get everything you need for the Kristian Fenix Radio Show over at phoenixmedia.us or on Facebook at facebook.com/Fenix Media Radio. Now back to the show. And we are back, folks, to the fourth and final segment of this episode of the Kristian Fenix Radio Show. Now, if you missed a portion of the show or you want to go back and catch up on any of the previous shows, it's easy enough to do so. Head over to phoenixmedia.us, click on the show's link, scroll on down to the Kristian Fenix Radio Show. From there, you can get video, you can get audio as well, or head over to wherever you get podcasts. Apple, Google, Stitcher, Spotify, Anchor Breaker, TuneIn, iHeart, Dozer, Geezer, Gozer.
Are you a god?
What?
What's up, Doc?
Not definitive bugs, but you know what? We'll take it. While you're there, be sure to subscribe. That way you always have the latest episode. Leave a review. Let us know what you think and tell your friends. Because why, Tony?
What's up, bitch?
Not that reason. But.
No. Because sharing is caring. Like, subscribe, follow, and retweet. I did not mean to hit that one. That one just kind of was next to Bugs Bunny.
Just popped out.
Sup, bitch?
Do
What's
it.
up, bitch?
Well, folks, being that it is the fourth and final segment of the show, and as we do each and every day, we like to drop a little knowledge on you, hopefully make you laugh at the same time. It is time for This Day in History.
Crossing the globe for the stories that turn the world on its head. It's This Day in History with your correspondent on the beat,
Kristian Fenix.
All right, kicking things off this day in 1304, the Wars of Scottish Independence, fall of Stirling Castle, King Edward I of England takes the last rebel stronghold of the war. I don't know, in this picture he looks not too sure he knows what he's doing. He looks slightly concerned.
He does. He doesn't look like a good rebel either. What will I do? Ah!
No,
I'm
you
the last
you
rebel
tell me.
stronghold! Ah! Sup,
What do you-
bitch?
William Wallace? He's scary.
It's a problem.
Let's move on. This day in 1808. Don't know if Tony has time to grab his prop real quick, but this day in 1808, Napoleon decrees that all French Jews adopt family names. I don't know if it's quite a celebration, but we know where he went afterwards. He went on down to the Farrells for a Piggly Wiggly ice cream trough.
Excellent!
Always fun. Moving on, this day in 1837, Euston Railway Station opens in London as the terminus of the London and Birmingham Railway, the city's first intercity railway station. Is that where platform, 9 3/4 is?
That's what I was thinking, yeah. I was going to say, I saw this platform here at Hogwarts in Universal. Looked very similar, actually.
That's where he went and got that sorcerer's kidney stone.
Yeah. Harry! Damn it, Harry!
Let's keep moving on. This day in 1881, again, another sad time in American history, when Sioux Indian chief Sitting Bull surrenders to the U.S. federal troops.
Well, you gave up to the feds, huh?
Yep, gave it up.
Should have hung out with Running Zach. It would have been good.
While that was a dark time, here's a bright point in American history. This day in 1921, Congresswoman Alice Mary Robertson becomes the first woman to preside over the floor of the U.S. House of Representatives. So always great to see firsts, especially women's first in business, government, whatever it may be. And here's another indication of exactly that.
She looks like Janos, who took the baby Oscar in Ghostbusters 2.
Totally.
You bastard! It looks just like...
She looks like the nanny version, exactly.
Yeah, when it came...
Well, let's keep rolling on this day in 1932. And it's funny, with this list from this day in history, there's a lot of references to cricket. I don't follow cricket. You don't follow cricket. I vowed I would never mention anything about cricket on this show, but here's one that crosses over a little bit because this day in 1932, an injured Babe Ruth entertains the touring Australian cricketers in his private box at Yankee Stadium as his New York Yankees beat the Chicago White Sox 7-2. The Babe meets the Don. Apparently, the Don was a legendary cricket player, batter, cricketer.
Do you know who that guy is up in my box? That is the Don. The Don Bradman? He's a cricket legend. You know, he's in my private box. Shut the hell up. That's the Don.
Yeah, we got the Babe there, too. Who?
Yeah. Baby Ruth!
Let's keep rolling on this day. In 1940, Billboard publishes its first singles record chart. Number one is I'll Never Smile Again by Tommy Dorsey. Oh, that's my jam, getting up in the morning, getting ready.
I'll never smile again, 'cause my girl left. I'll never smile again. I don't know, I just never smile again.
All right, moving on. Ooh, I've got a sound effect for this one. Where is it? There we go. This day in 1948, Lou Thesz beats Bill Longson to become the NWA wrestling champion. Ooh. It was much different NWA back in 1948. No Eazy-E or
yeah,
Ice Cube. Yeah.
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre.
NWA champion Lou Thesz beats Bill Longson.
This day in 1968, Jane Asher breaks her engagement with Paul McCartney on live TV. Oh, talk about a horrible way to be dumped. Whew.
Yeah, joke's on Jane Asher, though. You could have been married to Paul, who made a lot of money. You stupid idiot.
Yeah, he kind of did. He did okay for himself.
I kind of think he did okay, and Jane Asher, who?
Exactly. And his standards aren't high. He married a woman with a wooden leg, too, so.
No, she took him to the woodshed, too.
Remember when she was on Dancing with the Stars?
Yep. Oy. Was
Good
it
time.
Heather Mills, right?
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, she turned out, she really cleaned house with him. Ay. Although he still had so much money, that didn't even affect him.
No, not whatsoever. Well, let's move on. This day in 1969. Today is a huge day in the history of America because on this day, Apollo 11 lunar module carrying Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin lands on the surface of the moon. Aldrin and Armstrong walk on the moon 7 hours later. Michael Collins remains in orbit in the lunar module. Obviously, one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Huge day for us in American history. Space travel, the space race, unless you think it was all done in a movie studio by Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, and it could have been. You never know.
Yeah, movie magic, but I'd like to believe that it's true.
Yeah. Looks
just
good.
for my edification.
That's a big clump of shoe print there.
Yeah, it is. All right, moving on this day in 1976, Hank Aaron hits his 755th and last home run off of the Angels' Dick Drago. His
what
brother,
a name!
I know, his brother Ivan, I don't know if he was more successful or less successful, but...
Hank Aaron going up against Big Dick Drago. He's from the Angels. He's a big double D, Dick Drago.
Moving on this day in 1984, Vanessa Williams is asked to resign as Miss America due to the publication of nude photos of her. Apparently, the standards were a lot higher back then than they are now because just about anything goes at this point, right?
Yep, I was going to say, not a big deal. She had a hell of a career anyways. She was a good singer. She went on to do a lot of things. So
actress, TV host, yeah.
Didn't hurt her career at all.
Nope, not at all. You know whose career was hurt? This guy here in 1994. Former NFL running back, broadcaster, and actor O.J. Simpson offers $500,000 reward for evidence of his ex-wife's killer. What do you think? Smoke screen? Throw people off the
But yeah, it was definitely to show like, hey, it wasn't me and I want to help find who did it. Well, guess what? That $500,000 reward was never claimed or given because you never heard about it again.
Oh, he just paid himself the $500,000.
Yeah, he's like, oh,
obvious reasons.
Evidence, yeah, no big deal.
Oh, moving on, this day in 2001, Spirited Away, written, directed by Hayao Miyazaki, is released in Japan. It is the Academy Award Best Animated Feature in 2003. I got to give the guy credit. His animation style is beautiful, even though I'm not a big fan of like the anime, the Japanese animation movies. Too much reading. You know, I'd rather be in English.
Was he the one that did like My Neighbor Totoro and
Yep.
Riri and all these other things?
Yep. Yeah. Fantastic animator, but not my cup of tea.
Yeah, that's Andrew Nixon's jam.
Exactly. And then finally here on This Day in History, this day in 2006, during an appearance on The Tonight Show, Colin Farrell is confronted by telephone sex worker Desiree Bradford, who had been stalking the actor. Boy, it's a hard time to be somebody in public on television. You know, Paul McCartney was broken up with, and Colin Farrell had to confront his stalker, which is scary enough.
Oh, that would be weird. So it's so she just showed up. Was it like the time when you and I went and I yelled "Affleck, you the bomb" and Phantom Show and got ejected?
You know, the funny thing is, I don't remember this incident. I don't remember seeing recaps of it, but it might be worth the YouTube.
Yeah, I'm actually probably want to watch the YouTube version of that.
Exactly.
I bet he handled it like a champ and just smiled, like, eh.
Probably. Yeah, that's
like
that's
most
just
actors
convenient.
do.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then finally, before we head out for the today, let's run down
today because you like turtles.
I like turtles.
down some of today's holidays, where we talk about the things that we like to celebrate. As we mentioned, today is Moon Day for obvious reasons. It is also
Moon cheese.
Space Exploration Day.
Space
again,
Jam.
For obvious reasons. International Chess Day. Break out that chessboard.
I like chess.
Tony, this one's just for you. It is National Nap Day. I'm sure you can use one of those.
I'm actually going to take one of those after the show.
It is National Fortune Cookie Day. It is National Lollipop Day. And finally, it is
Bella Fox and Friends.
World Jump Day. So go ahead and leap off your feet. Give a jump. Join us tomorrow on Wednesday for Words Are Hard.
Yeah!
Have a great Tuesday, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Peace!